Hello YouTube! It's been a really long time since I made a video and I wanted to just kind of hop on here and upload something that was like more reflective of what I'm doing now since all of my videos are super old. So I figured I'd just give a quick informal kind of studio tour slash film lab tour. Because my photography studio and my film lab, they both run out of the same space. And I moved into this unit in April, about a month after I launched the lab. And I'm actually getting a lot of customers because of YouTube, which is like so exciting, but I haven't made a video in a really long time. So all of my old videos I made in my old space. It's really messy in here right now, but I was like, you know what, I'll make the video once I clean. And I'm starting to feel like that's not going to happen anytime soon. I pretty much only clean if I book a photo shoot, and all the shoots I have booked right now are outdoor stuff because it's fall. So this is authentically like what my studio and my lab look like when I am in the thick of it. So yeah, let's get started. So this is the door to my old studio right here that I moved out of. It's not very big, and if we look through this glass door, you can kind of see how wide it is, and yeah, it was really small. So now let's check out the new space. So first you come around the corner, and under like some of the most gorgeous lighting in the building is this hallway. These are some of my prints on the wall, and right here is what 6 months of business looks like. That's all the film I processed in my first 6 months here. And this is the gorgeous hallway with some more of my prints. So the big ones are inkjet prints, and that smaller one on the top I printed in my darkroom. I have my sign here as well as my business cards for my photography business. And then my main character moment every single day is opening these gorgeous barn doors that I love so, so much. And here is the shit show, the big mess. This is what a working art studio looks like, okay? On my door, I have this sign, make it count. It hangs up right there so that I see it every day and never forget to do that. This is all the film I have to ship out, and shipping is like the hardest part of the process for me because it's the least fun. And hey guys, I have mirrors everywhere in here. And that's my dark room. Let's check it out. So I have this double curtain system because I don't have a door yet. I'm actually supposed to be picking up a door today, which is exciting. And I have this enlarger on my floor because I don't know where else to put it, and it's really big. I don't use it yet, but here's kind of my mess. I've been printing a lot these last 2 days because I'm prepping for a show right now. So I always have a notebook where I keep notes while I'm printing so that I don't forget what my exposure or filter combination is. I have an Omega D2 enlarger. And that's a cool clock I got from my grandma. Here's some of my trays. Oh, and my Kodak clock. I love my little Kodak clock because the big clock takes batteries that are pretty much always dead, so I needed something else. But this print is from one of the Apollo missions, and it was shot on film, and I love it because I'm a space nerd, and I love keeping that in the dark room. And this is where I store everything. So trays, easels, nonsense, cutter. That's where I put the wash bin. My paper supply, which is a big one, and then some other storage up there. All right, let's check out the rest. That is a piece of furniture I have to assemble today. And here are some of the prints that I made to put in the show. I was really messing around in the darkroom, and I'm not sure which ones I'm actually going to put in, but oh my god, I had so much fun making these. That Star Trail one is actually a picture I shot in 2012 when I was in high school learning this stuff. And here is my very messy desk. That is always a mess, and you can see a bunch of the film hanging there, all sleeved in plastic. That's all bin scanned, so I just have to package it. And here's my scanning setup. So I do DSLR scanning, which is awesome. It gives kick-ass results. And I built this box for it so that I don't get light bounce on the negative while I'm scanning, and I could keep the windows open for this gorgeous light that I get. Then if we move over here, this is where all of the processing happens. And here's this big box that I had to carry. Hey guys. And here's my Jobo. So this is my big one that I use for color. again, sorry for the mess. It's authentic, it's real. And the little one is the one that I use for all the black and white processing. Here's some more of my stuff, my supplies. And now check out the coolest thing in here. This is my film drying cabinet that my dad actually helped me make. So on the side, if you turn it on, the light comes on, which is a heat lamp, and it has 2 computer fans in it, just to help, get the film dry. So basically it dries film in about 20 minutes, which is super, super helpful since we do so many rolls in one day. Actually, more rolls than can fit in here to dry. Here's some more storage. Got some cameras here and some decor. My air fryer, my mini air fryer that I rely on to eat food. A bunch of Jobo stuff, a water distiller, and in the black bin is my chemistry storage. So here's where everything goes to dry. All my reels, and on the floor, here's some more work I'm working on. Some more prints for the show, as well as a collaborative piece, and I'm going to censor it because that's not fully launched yet. And here is the other section of where I keep the film canisters. I save all of them just because I like to try to be as least wasteful as possible. Got another mirror right here. And here is my book collection, as well as where I keep anything that is for, music. So books, speaker, I have the record player there. And oh my gosh, shocking, another mirror. Here's all my film that is stored rather chaotically, my Hasselblad, and that little cart has most of my shooting stuff on it. And then this is my set. So that has a bunch of different backdrop options. I have a V-flat just up in the middle right now. And yeah, here's the rest of the mess. So yeah, that's what the lab/studio looks like. So to anybody who has ever sent me film, I just want you to know I love you. I'm in love with you. You are a beautiful human being, and I appreciate you so much. And I need you to know that when you placed your order, I immediately checked the email and I immediately smiled, because when I was first getting ready to launch my lab, I was having a conversation with one of the other artists in the building, and I said to him, I hope and I pray that people trust me and send me their film. And I just kept thinking about how cool would it be to be the lab that everybody is talking about, and to have customers, and to be busy, and to be able to have a business that is within film photography. This has been my dream since I was 14 years old, and it's happening now. And it's working. And I just I don't want to say I'm in disbelief, but in a way I am, because when I first started this, I kept telling myself, I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can do this. And I had to, because I had no money. Okay. Everything you see here is self-funded. I obtained it myself with my personal money, and I invested all of my money into the lab. And after doing that, I was terrified, because I had a dream. I had a shit ton of C41, and I had no guarantee that it was gonna work. I had no guarantee that I was gonna make any money doing this, make any of my money back, or even have enough sales to be able to buy more C41 once I burned through what I did have. And I did it. People sent me film, and they were happy, and they kept sending me film, and it changed my life. And I think that the coolest part is I have employees. I have 2 amazing girls who work with me that help me do this, and I couldn't do it without them. And I've been able to give them jobs working with film in the film photography industry. Can you freaking believe that? Could you imagine getting out of college and your first job is at a fucking film lab? One of my girls that works for me, this is her first job out of college. That's so cool. And it's thanks to all of my customers. And I just I appreciate everybody who sent me film so much. And like my dream is coming true, and like I have my own darkroom right now. And like I remember leaving college and like part of my heart breaking because like, oh my God, I'm like literally getting emotional on camera right now. I remember graduating and thinking like I'm losing my access to a darkroom. And I knew it would be a long time before I was able to have my own. And I have my own. Like I can print in a darkroom whenever I want for however long I want. And like, God. Thank you to everyone who's ever sent me film, to anybody who ever interacted with any of my content on social media and like put it in front of somebody else who sent me film. Like, I love you. Thank you for helping me make my dreams come true.